It's Jason Grant for the Happy Horologists, and I am extremely happy to meet the man himself, Roger Smith. Roger, thank you so much for speaking to me. Tell me in this micro interview, how do you feel about British Watchmakers and the British Watchmakers Day in general? Are you happy with how things are progressing, and where do you see it maybe going forward in future?
Yeah, I mean, I think there are, well, going forward, there's lots of exciting things to be talking about, which we will be doing. But here we are at British Watchmakers Day. It's been open now for about an hour, and an incredible turnover and incredible turnout. It's always like the second album. Is the second album going to be as good as the first? And so far, so good. Great enthusiasm. I think what we're seeing is a real growth in the sector. And that for me is what this was always about. It's about shining light on British watchmaking. British watchmaking is different. It's young, it's vibrant, and the idea of the alliance was to really showcase that and really put British watchmaking on the world stage.
You know what? I'm going to break the mold of the interview and then just ask you one more question.
Okay.
When you say British watchmaking is young and new to some extent, but it's also old and traditional and set the standards actually for watchmaking around the world, how do you sort of marry up this notion of, yes, it's heritage and long-term tradition, but also new and innovative and game-changing?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think, sadly, it was the industry clung on to this heritage for too long, and that was what ultimately killed it. It died out in the 1960s with the last company dying away because we weren't prepared to modernise, to move with the times, to industrialise. So yes, our heritage is something to be incredibly proud of, but I think what we're on the verge of here, well, we're into it now, we started last year, but what we are trying to achieve is to form a new, creative, vibrant industry fit for the 21st century.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for everything you do for really all of us. You really are a game changer and a trendsetter, really, which is hard to be as a designer. I know that, and everything that you've done and are doing is fantastic. So thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Very kind of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.